Alright, let's get loaded back into Thea, the Awakening, and get caught up with where we left off yesterday. Sadly, right at the end, we made a huge mistake and we lost 3 people as a result. Alright, our village. Are we out of silver? Oh, I thought we had enough to do 2 of those. Oh well. For now, we will cancel it. Let them work on the cardigans again. Let's see, we have our Blessed Tree, Herbalist Hut, Smithy, and quite a few cabbage fields. As far as resources go, we have a decent amount of wood we could use for some gear. But not much else. Just the vines that we're making the cardigans out of right now. And we need to clean up our inventory. This is sloppy. Let's see. There we go. Let's bulk dismantle all of that. And then move everything back. That looks better. Alright, so that's good for now with them. Our expedition group, we were going to continue to explore. Where? I suppose to the southeast. We're still looking for scaled leather and silver.
You travel through the hills in search of resources, and you come across the remains of an old settlement. The houses are small, almost built into the hills themselves, and despite the decay brought by the darkness, many look well preserved. You realize, however, that you are not alone, as 2 tall orcs step in front of you with their weapons drawn. "Halt!" one shouts at you in a deep, heavy drumming voice.
Alright, we are definitely not ready for a 4-skull fight, so I am going to try to talk my way through this.
The 2 orcs speak together in a foreign tongue, which sounds a lot like whistling leaves on a windy day. You make out a few words like deal, mistress, and vault, but not much else. The orcs step aside, and an orcish female steps in. She is even taller, muscular, and holds her head up high as she speaks to you.
"We got here first, human, so don't get any ideas. But we may have a deal for you. We found something and it needs tools to open, and we have none. Give us your tools, and in exchange we will give you several weapons and some resources we found in this place. Deal?"
How about we work together?
The orc woman frowns, and her men take a few steps forward, but she raises her hand to stop them.
"Work together, you say? Why? We have never gotten anything but hatred and disdain from your kin. Why would we trust you?"
Just gotta. Alright, the fighters are pretty much a joke when it comes to social challenges. It's the witch and the matriarch that's going to be the challenge. But if we can take them out first, it's pretty much a guarantee at that point. Let us start with our weakest life but highest damage. So there's the matriarch. Decent amount of life, quite a bit of damage. Hey Coach Sec, how are you? Yeah, that was stupid too, because it was a 2-skull social challenge and we had just gotten done with a 3-skull social challenge that auto-resolved with no wounds taken. And then that one, somehow we failed horribly. Let's see. So she'll get 12 damage off on the matriarch. It's not going to be enough to kill her, but it's a start. If we could support her for 5, which we can, that would guarantee the kill by the second turn. Then we'll send out a armored unit. Yeah, Bloodbath is very much brutal. Alright, and there's the witch. She has the most life, but her damage isn't as concerning. Let's see, she has 33 life. The only way I would be able to kill her is if I pumped her up to a 17, which I could do now that I think about it. But do I want to? That's the question. None of my counters are going to work, except his counter tactic would, but it would cost me the support ally of 7. Let's go ahead and support her. That way if these two attack this one combined, they'll kill it, or split their damage. Either way, that's fine. He has 7, which we cannot quite do. She will possibly survive the attack depending on where the orc witch hits. So it might be worth it to support her as well. And then we'll send out another warrior. She's not strong enough to kill anything. Now she is. And we'll send him out and support him. Or not. Alright, this should go pretty well. Good. So we only have a single orc fighter to deal with. And he's pretty much a joke. That alone finishes the fight.
The conversation goes well, and so you end on a high note. So you see, we both have an image of our people in our heads. We think orcs are brutes who will eat our children, and from the sounds of it, you think the very same of us. If we give you our tools, you may not find anything of use in the vault anyway. But if we work together, you keep your stuff and get half of what's in the vault. And we both learn that trust can be found in the strangest of places. The orc woman nods and smiles.
Oh, fine. You have a silver-tongued human, but I like it. Let's get the vault open, and then perhaps we can even drink together.
Let's do it.
Inside the vault, you find a supply of various wooden logs, some minerals, and a huge supply of dried, cured foodstuffs. You also find a small armory, but it is clear that whoever lived here treasured the food and resources more than anything else.
And share.
You share the spoils
nice.
by the fire with the orcs. There is an awkward distance between the groups, but it is certainly progress. The orcs get up to leave, but their leader turns to you once more.
This was a trip to remember, and I would not like it to go to waste on account of our mutual hatred. I give you one of my men. Not a good one, mind you, he's a measly thing, but perhaps he can prove his worth amongst your people. But in return, one of yours will come to live with us. Perhaps this way we will learn about each other and rebuild our land differently from before.
She looks away, her face frozen in thought.
So that's pretty good resource rewards. The axe isn't half bad since we're kind of limited in the gear we have right now. Base 10, max 12 damage. One-handed, it's super nice. I am not going to give up one of my people, however. So by selecting this, we have kind of a 50-50 shot. Either she'll give us a weak orc worker or nothing at all.
The woman nods in agreement and says no more.
And we got nothing. That's okay. The resources and the experience is enough. Alright, let us continue down to this chunk.
You see the skies darken and the air getting heavy. The
Hmm.
wind picks up and thunder strikes. Strangely, this seems to happen only around you, as you see clear skies up ahead.
We are not ready to fight some Valet. It's a 4-skull challenge, combat. So I think I'm just gonna run away. We don't get anything from it, but we don't risk taking any damage either.
The whole land is shaken with tremors. Groans and thudding footsteps are heard throughout. Many people get bruised and thrown about, but the tremors eventually stop.
Okay. Ooh, bears. Let's go hunting. And we have this amazing... Oh wait, that's confused and hunting challenges. Still, we have a counter offense of 7. That's good enough. So we only have 4 damage coming at us. We need to deal 5 to kill this guy. Our elf can handle that. Ooh, I need to rename her and get rid of the -1. It's kind of lame. Oh yeah, this fight's gonna be super easy. And for the hell of it, let's... Oh, it's a counter offense. That's right. Let's beef her up. Okay, nothing too amazing for rewards. That's alright. They were in our way.
The whole land is shaken with tremors. Groans and thudding footsteps are heard throughout. Many people get bruised and thrown about, but the tremors eventually stop.
Well, this is annoying. If it happens every turn, we're never going to heal. And let's change her name. I've got 2 of them with the -1 because I did the transfer just before ending the stream. I don't think we have anyone with a one-handed axe. Oh, she does, but that's much better than that one. Sadly, it's about to be nighttime. It's going to be really hard to discover new resources for the time being. In which case, we could research quartz and collect it while we wait. It's one option. It might be the one we take. Yeah, let's do it. And that moves us closer to the moonstone. While we're here, obsidian. We have not discovered any, sadly. We'll gather this super quick. The problem is, we could become encumbered while we're waiting for daylight. And if that happens, I'll probably just end up sacrificing some of this quartz, because while it's nice to have for buildings, it's not a necessity right now.
Another night falls over Thea, and restless souls of the damned seek out the living in envy and anger. You can almost feel the approaching wave of these infernal wraiths seeking to burden your souls. But this night, a welcomed guest is seen in the shadows, a lapiduk, the spirit catcher. This bizarre-looking creature, resembling an overgrown toad with long claws, yellow warts, and a row of razor-sharp teeth, is actually a humble servant of Velez, in the old days tasked with the hunting of wayward souls and misbehaved wraiths, but now hopelessly overfed and ever busy with his task of devouring evil spirits.
Good, leave him to it.
Thanks to the lapiduk,
Nice.
your people sleep well this night, and one wakes with
Really
greater
nice.
resolve.
Love
Your
permanent
village is
stats.
swarmed by the wailing wraiths. They are a force of
Oi.
pure darkness, a menacing wave of tormented souls who seek nothing but the destruction of all life. It seems they have become more frequent of late, more angered and active for some reason.
So sadly, we don't have enough folklore to know how to do the physical challenge to get rid of them, and we have no magic, so we can't use that to get rid of them.
You try to hide from the dark souls, but walls cannot protect you. Your village becomes cursed with the darkness, and you do not have enough magic or folk knowledge to fight it off. Some of your young ones perished this night, and everyone feels the dread in their souls.
So we got 2 curses and we lose a child. That sucks. We gained a level off of that, but not really worth it. We still have 1 child, thankfully. Now, for those curses... in theory, they shouldn't have stuck, because we are protected, but there it is. Curse of the Darkness. Let's wait 1 turn and see if it gets off. For these levels, we gain quite a bit of strength for our expedition group, and the elf got a little bit better at magic. That'll be helpful. And because we have that elf, hopefully we get the Viper Pit. Scaled fur and silver are the current blockers. Yes, those are the current blockers for me. And I have ranged quite a bit out and have not discovered them yet. And for our village, kind of a hodgepodge, not a great level, but the important ones, our crafter got better at crafting. One of our herbalists got better at herbalism to help with the plague events. And the health and strength are the best things. Okay, it's finally daylight. Let's break camp and continue to explore. Some seaweed, not really useful.
You see fresh boar tracks. It looks like a large pack.
3 school fight against some boars. It's not gonna worth it right now. At least we get experience from that one. Dryad wood. Looks like we have a small landmass that gets us across. We'll check that out.
The night is quiet and calm, but suddenly the ground shakes beneath your feet without any warning.
Okay, let's get ready.
You feel the grumbling of the earth and you fear Mokosh's wrath is upon you. But this tremor feels somehow different, less natural.
And let's do this physical challenge. Should be pretty easy. Alright, we go first. What are my options? I have quite a few counter offenses and some counter tactics that are pretty strong. So let's go ahead and do that and get rid of what we can. And let's start with the level 10 one and then do the level 14. Now we only have 1 to deal with. This should be nice and easy. It has 17 life and does 9 damage. She can handle that. And then everyone else is my cleanup crew.
There is a series of distant thuds and groans, then several short yet violent rhythmic shakes. Then, slowly, the sounds and the tremors move away.
And since we have our Tree of Blessing, these are permanent +5 will for them, which makes my village even better at speech challenges. We have a random person joining us. Welcome the bandit Zidzibub. That's a really bad name. Decent strength for a bandit. What else do you got? That's probably from a weapon that he has equipped. A little bit of crafting. So we got some use for him in the village. What do you have equipped? Yep, there's the poison. That's a decent spear to start with. I'm happy with that. Let's make use of your strength, I suppose, and give you the best armor we got. That's it for now, really. Let's put you to work helping to craft stuff. Oh, and I wanted to see if that curse was gone now because of our tree or not. I don't remember who was cursed. It was one of my craftsmen. And it's clearly gone, so yes, our tree does protect us. You just have to rest to get rid of the curse of darkness, at least, when you have the tree of blessing. So that's super helpful. Let's see what else we can discover.
You stop to rest and look up at the night sky when you see a swarm of crows circling nearby.
Oh no.
Moments later, a woman dressed in an alluring red dress approaches you, with two younger females gliding behind her. You sense danger, you suspect foul play, and yet what is life without a little danger? The women in your party seem unaware of any visitors.
Okay, we got lucky. It's a male vampire that would screw us over because our group is 70% female. But because this is a female vampire, most of our group is unaffected by it and will be able to fight this.
You try to speak to the woman, but words fail you. You do see her sharp fangs, but they are so white and neat. You do see her red eyes, but red really suits her. She smiles the sweetest smile and whispers, "Come to me, be with me."
I love this response. Damn, she's awesome. Must go to her. Alright, let's resist.
With your sheer willpower, you manage to stop yourself from following the woman, but you are unable to even move for fear she will take hold of you. But you do feel your resistance is weakening the Striga. You also feel strengthened by this. The women in your group step forwards.
And of course, now the women are going to save us. Now, we could use magic, but only our elf has it, and it's a level 4. That's not going to do a damn thing in this fight. So we gotta do this fight the hard way and hope we take little wounds. The Striga Mistress and the Striga itself are going to be the two challenging things. The rats are just kind of there to be annoying. My options are hope that one of these is a rat, or send out a shielded warrior. And I think the shielded warrior is actually the better play right now. Who then got confused by, I think that was the Striga Mistress. Now I'm still... I guess we'll send out our weaker warrior. Okay, so my counter tactic wouldn't have worked. That was actually the better play right there. Which means these are both hulking rats. That's kind of funny. They're really useless now. So, she does 16 damage. Not quite enough to kill it. Until we do this, which will do a poke of 7. On top of her 16. Actually, it'll be wounded, so her attack is now 18. So yeah, that's more than enough to guarantee the kill. I'll save her. She can kill one of the rats on her attack. So there's really not a whole lot to do. I'm just going to wait. There's a rat who is now immediately dead. And the final rat, who I'll confuse for the hell of it. And actually, I'm just going to kill him with a poke. So it's just the Striga we have to worry about. And that was easy.
You defeated the monsters. As they lie slain, the spell is broken, and the men are themselves again.
Nice. That's a decent spear to start with. I mean, I want scaled leather, but I want the node more than the actual leather. That's okay for a two-handed sword. The big win is the rubies, which we can use to make medical pendants, as well as the +2 will on 4 people. That's super nice. The blessing of attractiveness will help if we get into a social fight in the next 25 turns, but not a big deal. Got a small rat lair here. Hey, obsidian! We can research it now. And we have not discovered Moonstone. Damn it, that means it's super far away from our village. Crap. Got another bear attacking us. Hello, Mr. Bear. What am I going to do to you? I think a poke of 7 will guarantee the kill. Yes, it will. Now, next option. Let's see if there's a wolf or rat. Rat. That's okay. Okay, we have 2 here. The poke will kill the wolf. Do I want to do that? She kills the bear. We have an attack of 3 coming at us. So I could do that and then shield him. And the rest are tactical cards. Apparently this is a wolf. That must be either level 2 or level 3. Well, that's alright. So let's send out another warrior. Ooh, she could take a little bit of damage from the rat now that I look at it. It'll just be 1 or 2 wounds. Not a big concern. Oh, I could have confused it. Damn it. I could have avoided that wound altogether. I jumped the gun. Oh well, a single wound heals in a turn. That's pretty heavy for light armor. I'll keep it for now. And we got a skeleton attacking our village. But they should be more than enough to handle this. We got spears aplenty to throw at them. So this would be poke of 6 and 5. So that would be 11. If he's going first, that would then be 24. Yeah, that would guarantee a kill. However, what if we did it her first? It'd be 11, 21, 25. 1 shy of killing it. So yeah, he has to be the one to go first. That guarantees the kill onto him. She will do 12 to him. It's not enough, but with the poke that they combined will then be enough to kill him. So we will send out a warrior now. Alright, and this is either a level 1 or a level 2. So level 1. Send out the rest of our people. Really nothing to do. I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay, definitely don't need that shield anymore. And that club is not very useful. Might as well clear out the rat lair while I'm here. Do a little hunting. I'm just going to auto-resolve it, because those 2 skull hunt is pretty easy at this point. And those rats had a decent poison hammer. I'm sure I can make use of that on somebody at some point. We are over encumbered, so I'm going to have to ditch some things. Looks like it's the same. Yeah, it's the same exact weapon. So even though it's going to be a downgrade in damage overall, because this is base 13, max 15, and this is base 12, max 15, the fact that it gives me trample damage is... what if I got rid of that? There. The fact that it's trample damage is much more useful for me. Oh yeah, we also got those decent spear. 7 and 3. But that decent spear looks like it's not good enough for anyone. Okay. And that's right, we are over encumbered. Let's see, what do we got? Quartz is very heavy. And that bad quality axe is pretty heavy. Let's just go ahead and... No, I don't want to destroy it, I want to dismantle it. That saved us a little bit of weight, not much though. that's pretty heavy and not really worth it. That almost got us down. Let us drop off 4 quartz. That'll put us just under the limit so we can continue to explore. Got some granite. That's not bad. I don't think that's useful in our track though. No. Found the edge of this lake. Ooh, moonstone. Hell yeah. And it's protected by 6 orc fighters. That's very concerning. But the bright side, we found moonstone. I don't want to tussle with them right now though. Although I could do a social challenge, I suppose, since I initiate it. And we can definitely win that. Hooray! Yeah, thanks, Coach Zach. Alright, orc fighters have moderate health, moderate damage when it comes to social challenges. So I think my medic should be able to kill the first one. Oh, one shy. I got a little bit more health than I was expecting. That's alright. So I need to support him just a little. Her abilities seem to be the weakest. So there's that. He kills the first fighter. This one doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but has a ton of life. So we'll send her out. Oh, I should have been paying attention. I had some good counter offenses here because of that blessing we got. They're going to be level 5 or higher, so none of my tactics are going to work. I can first action people though, and that might be useful. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I am going to support her for 3 and then first action her. Because now she can kill this fighter. He only needs to do 2 more damage to kill this one, which he can get from that. And then we only have his attacks coming through, which we can handle. We'll send her out. She does 4 damage to this one. He finishes it off for her. Then we need to do 8 damage to this one. So by supporting him, he then kills that one. I think this is going to work out very well. Because now she'll kill this one, our medic will kill the other, and we take nothing else. Perfect. That was a good social challenge. And we got quite a bit of gear here. Let's see if it's worth it. Okay, that's better for an axe. Still not really comparable to a lot of the poison axes that we have, but I might keep it for now. Good armor to weight ratio. Decent armor. We'll keep that. That one's not quite as good, but it might be good on a tank. It's great armor, but look at that weight. That's not really useful for anyone. I'm just going to dismantle that. And we definitely don't need more will stones. We are over encumbered again, but first let's see what we can do with some of this gear we just picked up. He got more strength. I was not paying attention to that last level up. So our medic actually can equip gear now. I don't think we have anything. Oh yeah, the new armor. That nice. I'm happy with that. She needs armor. I don't know why she didn't have armor, so that was a good find. As far as that axe goes, the only one-handed axe user I have is her, and she has a much better axe. That's okay. We are still over encumbered. Let's see. Let's just start dismantling things, see what that gets us to. I'll keep that one. The base 10, max 12. Kind of puts it on par with this one. I'll get rid of that spear. And we are still quite a bit overweight. Alright, let's drop off some more quartz. Let's see, we are 316 overweight, so let's drop off 20. And when you drop stuff off, I don't know if you can see it very well, but there are these cask and crate looking things on the ground. That tells you when you've dropped things, and you can always return to pick them up. Little tip in case you guys weren't aware. We got some hulking rats here. That's kind of a joke. I'm definitely not ready to clear out a 5-skull raiders lair, which makes it very unfortunate. It's right next to the moonstone. If I wanted to come collect it. Hulking rats are fighting us. I'm just going to auto-resolve that. They're like the spiders. They're a joke. Gained some levels off of that fight, though. Our medic gained some more health. Well, there you go, Coach Zach. I taught you something new today. Let's see, our gatherer got better at gathering. That's great. More health is amazing. Our warrior's doing more damage. I love that. And our elf is even better at traps. Level 3. It's at least useful now in 2-skull and below fights. Good level for our expedition. And our village. More gathering, more health. Nice. Animal kinship on our medic is a brand new skill, so not very useful right now. This is situationally useful, but it acts as like poison in sickness and physical challenges. Cool beans. Ooh. It's another orc party. I need to social them. It's the only chance I have. There's the matriarch. Luckily she's confused by being in the tactical hand. Now, this time I'm actually going to be smart and evaluate my counter potential. These counter offenses are pretty much guaranteed to work. So I'm going to start with the weaker of the ones, which would be this one. There goes the witch. That was the second concern. I'm just going to counter offense again. It's better to only have one active fighter than a bunch. So he's got 5 damage coming at me and needs 8 to die. Well, our medic can handle that. Now, orc fighters are between level 5 and level 6. So I'm risking it, but it has a good chance of succeeding. I think it's worth the chance. Nope, it failed. That's okay. 6 damage. She can handle that. I'll send out another 6er. Not quite enough to kill that one. We're gonna go ahead and support her. Actually, what I'm gonna do is first action her. She won't quite kill the matriarch, but she'll get it close. And luckily in social challenges, any damage you take doesn't carry over to the real life. So you can throw cards away if you need to. Let's see, he has 13 life, deals 5 damage. And we have no counter tactics that are going to work on this, but that's okay. I am going to guarantee this kill, however. He needs another 5 damage. By doing that. And then everyone else will focus on killing this witch. Perfect. Oh, nice. That's an endgame hammer we just picked up. Oh, that's amazing. Fuck yeah. 32 damage is amazing. That's actually pretty useful also. I'll keep that. We do not need the ribcage or this shield. even though it's got some attractiveness to it. I can't believe I got that hammer. Hell yeah. And there's another group there? What? Hopefully I have the movement to do the fight. You, sir, are getting a major upgrade. You go from 25 damage to 48. Fuck yeah. In fact, we're going to boost you up a little bit more. 49 damage total. You are a badass. And we're overweight again. Damn it. Drop off another 20 of that. We have 1 movement point and it's not enough to get there. Damn it. We run the risk of being attacked next turn. I don't like that. It's daytime, so we're less likely to be attacked. Still risky though.
Thea is not an easy place to grow up in, but alas, grow up we must. One of your children has matured into a young adult and is ready to join your village and rebuild Thea.
Let's see. I'm going to be picking up one of these medics with my expedition group, because in Bloodbath your top 2 medics are calculated for death chance. So I could replace him with another medic, but I feel like in the village it's not as needed as an expedition group. They have 3 warriors, 3 gatherers, 2 crafters, and a useless bandit. So I think I need to pad my expedition group a little bit more, which means we need another gatherer.
Becoming an adult is an important rite of passage. The whole village celebrates this joyous occasion. The youngster places a food offering at the altars of their gods, in thanks and in hopes for a good future.
Strength is a little underwhelming. He's good at speech challenges, and with the attractive makes him even better at them. Gathering's a little... well, I guess that's average for a new gatherer. Crafting comes from the smithy. Decent life. Okay, not bad. So to remind myself, I am going to take one of the medics with me when I get back. Do a -1, and this new gatherer also gonna do a -1. Now let's try to gear them up. What can I give them? Well, first the medic is gonna get my only spear, and then he can have some good quality armor and a gathering basket. Now for the gatherer, I can either give him a poison sword, which is 6 damage, or a poison axe, which is 10, and I like the axe. It is a little heavy, which means once we give him this shield, he is maxed out. But at least he's useful in a fight for the time being. He doesn't get any armor, though. That's a little concerning. But that'll have to do for now. Let's put him to work for the time being. I'm pretty good on everything, actually, but that's alright. Alright, amazingly, these... oh, it's bandits. It's not orcs. We can still social them. I just don't remember the human stats. The captain is pretty scary. Not gonna lie. My medic, if I supported him once and then first actioned him, would be able to take her out in 2 turns. That's an option. I think right now my focus is going to be getting rid of 2 of their combat cards. Yeah, let's do that. Counter offense, counter offense. Okay, the regular humans aren't scary at all. I mean, they're weak. It's the captains that are, ooh, scary. With my amazing sound effects. Can you make any medic trinkets? Once I get back with the small stash of rubies that I got from the vampire, I'll be able to make 1 or 2 of them. I have a single medic root for the artifact equipped already. I do not have enough materials to make more, sadly. I need to find silver I could make a lower quality one now that I think about it. It just wouldn't be as strong. It'll tide me over, I suppose. Alright, now then, I can get rid of their last offensive card. Like so. None of these are going to work, I'm pretty sure. But that's okay. So, we only have 16 damage coming at us on the first turn. Which is still a lot. I could send my medic out first. He would survive the first turn, but then die on the second turn. In that time, we can kill a couple of them, though. Or, do I want to go with my original plan? Support him, first action him. It guarantees the kill on her. Yeah, I think that's the better play right now. Let's do it. Okay, we need to do 3 damage to kill that guy, but we have 8 coming at us, so let's assume she's gonna die. We'll send out the next 3 damage, and then we need to do 5 to kill that one. I should have sent him out to be the meat shield now that I think about it. Ooh, they both died. Oh well. Ooh, and he barely survived, so we still have our best attacker. That's great. Same story. I'm going to get rid of at least one of their offensive cards. The counter tactic will actually work, but I'm going to save that for a minute. Let us send out her. So no matter what direction she attacks, she will kill one of them. I can first action my bandit, surprisingly. So first off, let's counter tactic, get rid of one of those. Alright, let's send the bandit out. First action her. Now she can kill this one, she kills this one. These two don't get an attack on the first turn. She doesn't quite do enough damage to kill until now. And then our medic, and she'll be able to absorb this attack. Perfect. We got this. We get to go first. We'll send him out. I could have just counter offense and made it super easy, but he already wins. Nice. So, don't need the shield. Definitely don't need the sword. Or the armor. That's a decent shield. That's an upgrade for anyone right now. That's just too heavy for armor. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that. Similar story with this one, but it is lighter weight and it has the attractiveness, which helps in social challenges, so I'll keep that one. Mediocre crossbow, but I'm sure I can use it. Don't need that armor, it's too heavy. Don't need the shield. That's bad quality, we'll get rid of that too. So all in all, we only got 2 decent items and 1 that we can still use. But much better than trying to fight them with our bare hands, basically. So, who's gonna get what? That's the question. You are a warrior with a 4/6 shield. So this is a definite upgrade. Which then means we could kind of walk down the line with the shields, switching them out like so. 4/5, 3/5, 3/4. There we go. Now that armor, who has innate attractiveness? She has 3, and it doesn't come from the armor. He has a blessing of attractiveness. She does not, so hers is natural. His is natural. She has the blessing. That's why she has 8 attractiveness. She has base attractiveness, but she's not going to be able to equip this armor. So, I think it's going to go on her. She has the most strength to be able to handle the extra weight. And that'll help with social challenges. Now, who can I put this on? Because this is a good upgrade for somebody, I'm sure. Oh, yes. Right there. Oh, but it's too heavy. Damn it. Why are my warriors so weak? This is so confusing. Well, amazingly, he can equip it. Or she? Bogdana? Yeah, it's a female. It's 1 extra dexterity and lighter weight, so that is technically an upgrade. And that's too heavy for her. Okay. So we need to get rid of some things. Oh, and the crossbow. It's going to be too heavy for her. Too heavy for her. She can equip it. So we are 1,000 pounds overweight. Well, that takes up quite a bit of it. Don't really need those resources. I'm just going to trash it. Leather and bone, don't really need. Trash it. Those aren't very heavy to make a difference. Alright, we definitely need to head home. And I need to drop another 720 pounds. So 5 is 100, which means I need to drop 36 of these. So I'm not bringing back very much quartz now, but that's okay. And then let's make the dash home.
You come across a dead body lying in some sort of ditch.
Or over-encumber ourselves right away again. Search the body.
Search the corpse and find some of its belongings still intact. Now that you take the time to look at the scene, you see that the ditch is actually more like a giant footprint. You see some more stuff lodged under the body, but you also feel the ground shake beneath you and strange sounds coming towards this place.
Don't need the club. Gold is nice, but it's going to over-encumber us again. By 118. Let's drop off 12 iron. We don't need that as much as the rest. I'm just gonna have a trail of freaking resources to follow when I get done with this. Oh, we're so far away. Got some more orcs there. Oh, don't do that. Damn it. You bastards. Alright, we're going to social challenge them, become over encumbered yet again. I get first action. So I got my counter offenses yet again. I'm going to go ahead and make use of that. And because the AI used the tactical card, let's get rid of the last one. Like so. Odds are that these are both level 6 or higher, so I don't think any of my counter tactics are going to work, which is fine. We have 4 damage coming at us on the first turn, which is not scary at all. He needs to do 7 more damage. No. Technically, he needs to do 4 more damage each turn on the matriarch to guarantee a kill. Instead, I am going to support him for 3. And then first action him. That guarantees the kill on the active character, so we got no damage coming in the first round. On the second round, he'll deal 14 to the matriarch, which is a good start. Now I need to worry about these guys. I need to do 9 damage to kill him. So there's 9. And she will survive the witch's attack, but she won't survive both of the attacks. We're not going to do 32 damage on this turn. So we'll just kind of poke away at everyone. Hopefully they split the damage. Sweet. Okay, we get to go first again. One action, I am going to counter offense. So we have to deal with a witch. That's okay. And we have 2 tactical cards, and none of our counter tactics are going to be high enough. So it's going to be a similar story to last time. Send him out. We need to keep a level 6 first action. So we'll keep her to do the first action, and we're going to support our medic as much as possible. He's guaranteed to kill the witch by the second round. We only have 8 damage coming at us, so he'll survive it, or she'll survive it. That's 5 onto him. The bandit guarantees the kill then. And then we need 17, which we don't have, but we can do most of it with those 2. That's fine. One last card. We got this. Send her out, and this fight's over. So we got more gear. That is a great two-handed sword. That's an endgame sword right there. So that was a lucky find. Shield is decent. So is that one. No, that one not so much. And that's okay. I mean, the poison makes it much better. It's base 12, max 16 damage. And we got another one of those, which is nice. I like that one a lot, though it over encumbers us drastically. So you, madam, are getting a giant upgrade in damage. Base 38, max 48 damage. Also, since you have the attractive armor, you're going to get an attractive shield. It's a downgrade, but it helps in social challenges. And then somebody else will get the better shield, like her. And this is a minor boost to her damage. And then we're going to boost her damage. Four and 5. 4 and 6. And the forest elf has a 3-5 shield. So here's a 3-6 shield with a bunch of will to make you even better at social challenges. Nice. That is a better poison sword. Where's the one? Right there. You have an upgrade to that for even more damage. Okay, this is only going to give us Darkwood. I don't care. This one is only Darkwood. Don't care. These shields are nothing spectacular. And they're super heavy. And we are now not encumbered. Perfect. Let's continue the run home. Got some demons right next to us. They're not going to attack though.
You see a man in worn-out armor with insignia unknown
King
to his
Arthur.
hands. He is standing by a rock, clearly deep in thought, as he does not see you approach. When you look closer, you see he is looking at a sword half embedded in the rock.
Hello.
The man jumps up, startled by your voice. He grabs the hilt of his sword, but does not draw it. He takes a few steps back and speaks. How dare you disturb a king's moment of peace? I mean, I'm sorry. Old habits. I am no king, not anymore. But you, my friends, look like, well, potentially, that is, I mean, you could maybe be called knights, right?
Knights? What?
My name is Arathor. I have traveled here from afar in the west, led by an ancient quest from my forefathers. I was led to believe that this sword will help me rebuild my kingdom and save us from the darkness. Alas, I have lost all of my knights just getting here. And now that I am faced with the sword, those blasted demons, they have cursed me with weakness, and I am unable to fulfill my destiny.
So this sword is powerful enough to defeat the darkness?
The sword is my test, my burden, and my fate. It will not serve any other. My time is running out. I must return to my kingdom soon, or all shall be lost. Now, the sword is for me to claim, but as king, I can appoint you my knights, and you could claim it in my stead. The magic binding the weapon in stone will permit it, I think. Will you become my knights?
Maybe. What is these knights you speak of?
Knights? Oh, well, a knight is a brave warrior, sworn to serve their king and god, to uphold the law. It is a man. Oh, sorry, well, I suppose in my kingdom we only appoint men, but desperate times. So, it is a person who is righteous and honorable. Now, I solemnly swear I will release you from my service once the deed I ask is done, and I hold the sword in my hand. Will you accept?
Yes.
Wonderful. I knew fate would provide my salvation. I did not know if your hearts were pure enough, but your agreement to serve my purpose, with no promise of a reward, proves that you are indeed the ones I seek. Now, by the power of a rightfully anointed King of Camroth, I pronounce you Knights of Camroth, and I command you to take the sword for me.
As you command, my lord. Alright, we get to go first. We have plenty of badass counter offenses. Do we have a counter tactic that's useful? No. That's okay. We're going to confuse that first one. Now, options. 16, so we'll start with her. 15. Which means you and you. Let's assume she attacks to the left. This needs 8 more. And we're just going to get closer with everyone.
You work together and pull out the sword from the stone. It looks like an ordinary weapon, except that it seems undamaged from its unusual sheath. When you hold it in your hands, however, you feel a surge of strange power coursing through your veins, and it feels really good.
So, for those of you that may not know, you can betray him and keep the sword. You will get cursed. And the sword it's decent. It's what I would call a late mid-game sword. I believe it does roughly 12 damage and some leech. So it gets up to like 20 damage for a sword, which isn't bad. But there are better ones out there. And to be honest, ever since I was a little kid, I always dreamed of being a knight in King Arthur's court. So I kind of always have to support Mr. Arathor here. It gives me a little piece of that dream every time.
The king drops down on one knee as he accepts the sword from you. He speaks, and his voice becomes more forceful and clear than before. Well done, my knights. You have passed the test of loyalty and purity of soul, for this sword is known to lead its keepers astray. An ancient bloodline runs in my veins, one that has, in the past, both failed and succeeded in this very test. It has always been my fate to hold this blade and see what I am made of. And since I do not heed the urge to cleave you where you stand, I am hopeful that I too have passed. I release you from your oaths, Knights of Camroth. May the fates bring you strength and prosperity. I also give you this map. It will lead you to a bridge where you will be tasked with a test, and if you pass, a treasure will reveal itself to you. I meant to find it myself, but it seems fate had other plans. So go forth and seek it out.
And then we move into a Monty Python reference. Thank you.
I will now travel back to my lands, and using the sword, I will try to reclaim my kingdom and restore the Eternal Tower to ward off the darkness. I wish I could tell you more, but it seems other lands are in peril, and it is a knight's duty to protect and defend. Alas, I am also a king, and I must first right the wrongs of my own people. I feel a great destiny within you, and I hope you will succeed in your own quest one day. Farewell. The king bows to you and holds up the sword. A light shines down from the skies and he disappears.
Right, it's time to carry on. And that is near our village and up in the fog of war, so I'll check that out eventually. We have no more movement. Nighttime, things are more likely to attack now, but that's okay. Alright, we can finally drop off all of this miscellaneous stuff, including the wood. We only need about 20 days worth. And the biggest find right there, I think, is going to be the ruby, because it'll allow us to make the medical pendants. We only need 35 herbs at most. Drop off the gear. We are picking up the medic and the gatherer, which means I now need to change their name and get rid of that -1. Confirm. And because we brought that stuff back, I can now make a few things. Starting with the medic pendants. I'm gonna need 8 of them to start with, and I don't think I have enough for that. No, I can only make 2. Really? Oh, that's right, because it uses 8 for each one. That sucks. Okay. Let's put you to work on that. Yeah, let's just make it quick. Then after those, can we make more roots? What are my options for that? That's a 3 one. I'm not going to use my dragon leather for this. No change. No change. Again, no change. I guess 3 isn't bad. What's the lightest weight one? 13, 23. So the 13 using vine, surprisingly. Okay, confirm. We need to make 3 more of those. And then, what kind of shield can we make with this ancient wood? 8 and 13. It's decent shielding. Is it worth the ancient wood though? That's the question. What if we did dark wood? No. Gold? Gives us will, surprisingly. Nah, no. Not gonna do it. Gonna wait. That's good enough for now. Let's see. So he has a base 4 and he has a base 3, which means this should actually go on this guy. Perfect. Our expedition group is now at max capacity.
You come across a hidden stash, and it looks like whatever is inside may still be intact.
Let's take a look.
At the last moment, you realize the stash is protected by a hex. Remember, without magic users, the fight will likely be impossible.
And I believe magic is our offense in this. Let's double check that. Yeah, magic is our offense. Which means we do 4 damage on one guy, 4 damage on our elf. Yeah, we're not ready for a hex challenge. We're just gonna leave it. Let's see, we can do the Nomads, the King's Quest, and then explore what's out here. The reason I've been avoiding it is because slow slows you down. Slow slows you down, yeah, of course. Snow slows you down at twice the rate of whatever the terrain modifier is. Looks like we're gonna kill some spiders.
And the air getting heavy.
Or run away from Delay first. That's a 4-skull fight I don't want right now. I'm going to auto-resolve this hunting challenge. Got some silk and a piece of armor I do not need. We're out of movement, but we finished one of our pendants. Let's go ahead and equip that on our medic before we forget. Hello, Boar Rider. Hello, another Boar Rider. And some skeletons. It's a party. Options. We can counter offense and counter tactic. We got one guy to deal with. And we got plenty of poke. 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 Hammer. And this fight's over with those guys. Nice. Nope, 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 and nope. Thank you. Now we're getting attacked by the Boar Riders. That's okay. We got this. Once again, I have my counter offense. I have no counter tactics this time. That would be good enough. But I can kill him with a poke. That was actually ballsy because one of these could have had a spear. But they didn't. So it was all good. He'll kill it on his turn. She will kill whatever this thing is. So let us send out a shielded unit just in case. Yeah, this fight's over. I'm not even going to worry about sending anyone else out. Alright, Coach Zek, have a good night. I hope you have a good day tomorrow. I'll catch you next time, man. Do not need any of that gear. And now some rats are going to jump in the action. That's an auto-resolve fight. And they had a good quality shirt on them. I do not need.
A group of nomads is traveling through these lands. They are a mixed group made up of all peoples of Easterlands, including men, goblins, and orcs. A few of them break away from the group and walk towards you. They are armed, but their weapons are not drawn. However, you do spot some archers eyeing you up as well. The nomads raise their hands and speak.
Greetings, fellow travelers. May we speak?
Sure.
We are merely passing by and mean you no harm. Our people have survived together on the journey for many years now, and we do not seek to abandon our path. We are, however, in need of resources, and in exchange, we have goods to offer.
Let's see what they offer us for the herbs.
Herbs. Wonderful. One always needs medicine on the road. We can offer you a ranged weapon we recently liberated from a traveler who no longer walks the road, and perhaps even some supplies. You will lose 20 herbs.
Don't really need a ranged weapon.
That is a shame. Perhaps our roads will cross again. May the journey be good to you, traveler.
Could betray him, but we're not ready for that fight. Free experience. And we gain some levels because of that. Nice. Alright, got some more strength going on. That's added damage, which is great. Herbalism on our medic is helpful. Gathering is always nice. The health is preferable. What is her animal skill now? 4, but it doesn't really matter because we have our elf with an amazing 10. All in all, decent level. And our village. Quite a bit of strength, a little bit of health. Not bad. Oh, and they did not disappear. Good. First, let's take care of the orcs by socializing them. What are we going to start with? Let us knock out one of their offensive cards. Then we can counter tactic, and we just have to deal with the 1. He does 4 damage and takes 11 to die. So there's the 11, and then everyone else is cleanup crew. Easy peasy. Do not need the armor. The sword's no longer useful, and oh, it has gathering. That made it useful. Otherwise, I would not have taken the bracelet. But that gathering suddenly ups its value to me. Alright, nomads, I can give you food.
Nomads is traveling through. We are merely passing by and mean you no harm. Food. Yes, we always need food. We do not farm, and hunting is ever a risk. For some food you can spare, we can trade you some good wood and string. You will lose 20 food.
Okay.
Wonderful. May the journey keep you safe, and may the road be ever clear, traveler.
Alright, well, not the greatest resources, but not bad. We basically doubled up our resources. 20 food for 40 of something else, not bad. Cannot move anymore, and there's only wood around us, so it's not worth gathering. We finished the route. So we'll put the blood necklace on her, and then the root, and now she's a damn good medic, because keep in mind with bloodbath on, she actually is a ×2 multiplier. So that's 28% chance of surviving, in addition to our base 70. So we only have to worry about being overkilled really at this point. Alright, let's continue towards the King's Quest. Let's hope it has some amazing rewards. And I'm also hoping that I uncover some more resources over here. Bats are attacking our village. I'm just going to auto-resolve it. And we got a low quality poison spear. Don't really need it anymore. Something's attacking us. Crazed bees. That's a 1 skull bee fight. Just going to auto-resolve it, because bees should not damage me anymore. I have enough shielding now. Same story here. And they gave me a training 2-handed sword. Not useful. Goodbye. Alright, starting to become daylight. I can see a little bit. We have a rat lair here. Let's go ahead and clear that out with some hunting. Again, auto-resolved. Thank you for the meat. Rat meat. Sounds delish. Got a spider queen and a blood bee right here. And the blood bee is attacking us. This one I'll actually fight myself. Blood bees are still pretty dangerous. It was in the tactical hand though. So, like I've been doing thus far, the poke will not kill it. So he is safe from the bee's poke. And then I can counter tactic as well as counter offense. And then for now, I am just going to sit tight. Let that last bee come out. Poke it to death. Confuse the other one. They kill both of those, so we just need one more warrior to finish those off. Perfect. And we do not need that armor. Okay, my turn. What do we got? What do we got? King's Quest is right there. I think I'll head straight to it since the snow is so limiting.
You follow the treasure map provided by King Arathor, and you come across a great ravine. You know that the next clue to where the treasure is lies beyond. There is a bridge that can lead you safely over the ravine, but you see a ghostly figure standing at the threshold.
So you could do the physical challenge of crossing the ravine by hand, but as long as you know your Monty Python references, you'll be fine to cross the bridge.
You approach the bridge and the ghost turns to you and speaks. If the bridge you seek to cross, you must be ready for a loss. Questions of you will be asked, and with answers you are tasked. But beware of answers wrong, lest you prove not so very strong. 3 questions I will ask, and you must finish the whole task.
Fine, let's do this.
The one who speaks is the one who the truth seeks, and should they fail, their fate will prevail. The first person walks up to the ghost, and it speaks again. What is your name? Good, good.
Good, good.
Next question. What is your favored color on this earth?
Purple, of
Correct.
course.
The final answer you must now give. What speed would a rock thrown by a troll fly?
So, this is the Monty Python reference I was talking about. Or, you could go the boring route and be like, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to do the Monty Python route.
The ghost looks at you, confused, and speaks. I don't know, really. An invisible force hits the ghost, and it falls down the ravine. As it hits the rocks, you hear, "You have passed the test, brave knight." Everything falls silent, and on the other side of the bridge, you find another map with instructions to find the treasure. You also feel that some of the ghost's essence got into a weapon you carry, and it now deals poison damage.
So our poison sword does a little bit more poison damage. Sadly, it was on the weaker of the 2 poison swords I have, but that's okay.
The map is simple, but clearly inscribed with magic, so it should be easy to follow.
And then it sends us back towards the village. So we will finish that quest line on our return trip. For now, I want to keep exploring. Or not, because we can't move anymore. Freaking snow. We got a bear visiting us. What's up, Mr. Bear? Now he wants to attack us. We got this. Alright, Mr. Bear. Poke is going to be 7, which makes this 21, 24. You're wounded, so that's actually 27. You die from her. So sorry. And then we will send out a shielded warrior. First actions. So I need to keep that in mind. I got a first action somebody myself. Anybody will do, though. Anybody can kill that wolf. In the meantime, I'm going to counter offense 1 rat and a second rat. And then we will... that's probably another wolf. Maybe not, though. Yep, it is. Okay, we're going to poke the rat and kill it. Alright, I'm going to first action her to take care of the wolf. So, wolf dead, bear dead, rat dead, another rat dead, cleanup crew, fight's over. Got their bones and a decent crossbow. Nice. Who's gonna get said crossbow? It is too heavy for our medics. Does anybody not have a crossbow that's not weak as shit? The answer to that is no. She has a very weak bow, so we'll just do the upgrade for her. Alright. Still nothing. Still nothing. More bears. Ooh, we got some Gaith up here. They're moderately weak wind demons. Ooh, those, however, Samox, have very low base attack, but extremely high leech damage, to the point that they almost heal 100% of their health back if you don't kill them right away. So they're a little bit concerning. We are almost out of food, and the snow is going to take forever for us to get back, so we need to hightail it home anyways. Because I was a fool and never restocked my food before I left.
A long shadow covers the sun for a moment. When you try to take a closer look, it is already gone, but you could swear it was a very large person walking away.
Crap.
You are about to turn away when you notice that the strange apparition left behind a thread of black smoke.
So if this is the one that if we succeed, we will permanently gain either 1 dexterity or 1 strength on somebody. But I don't know if we're ready for the 4 skull challenge. Yeah, this is not going to go well. Okay, options. That counter offense has a pretty good chance of working. The counter tactic, maybe. So let's start with the weaker of the counter offenses and just kind of work our way up. And we'll get rid of the last counter offense. Let's attempt the counter tactic. Nope, sadly. So to begin with, we have 2 attacks coming through us for a lot of damage. 16, 28 damage. Nobody can absorb all of that and survive. I could add 4 shield to somebody, but that's still not going to help. So somebody is dying no matter what, in which case let's get rid of our weakest person. Well, they'll die to the first attack, and then we have 12 damage coming at us. We need to do 15 to kill this one, which Leshko can handle. However, if he attacks right, he will not succeed in killing it. So we'll send our medic out. Together, they will succeed at killing it. Then we'll send out our next best warrior. Not enough to kill that guy. We need to do 5 more for that. And then 11, which surprisingly these 2 have. And then might as well just get closer with her. So that did not go according to plan. But we took out about the same amount as they did for us. In fact, we have them outnumbered by 2 right now. That's not amazing. Same story. I think I'm going to focus on counter offenses over putting warriors out right now. Ooh, it is higher than level 11. We definitely want to, yes. Which means the odds of this being a level 6 are not very good. So we have a single attack coming through with 20 damage. We can shield 1 person for 1, which means nobody can survive this hit. In which case, he's our meat shield. And I'm just going to let this next card come out. Alright, we need to do 24 damage, and whoever's next is going to be the first potential meat shield. So we need our weakest warrior. And conveniently, no, she still won't survive that attack, but that's okay. So that's 3 damage, 10, 18, 23. Ouch. Not enough to guarantee a kill on one thing. It sucked that all of my best warriors were in my tactical hand. Okay, now it's an even fight, which means it's not in our favor. Neither of my confuses are going to work. The counter offenses have a chance. I only get to use 1 card though. Oh, and it wasn't strong enough, damn it. Neither was that one. So that's probably the level 13, which means we are fucked. Just gonna wait. So we have 42 damage coming at us. Yeah, we're screwed. I think that means we're just gonna get cursed and maybe lose some will permanently.
You tried to run,
Wounds.
but the black smoke was faster. The black mist, as you now recognize it, remains a malicious reminder of the days of darkness and their everlasting hold on Thea. Even the bravest of souls feels a sudden dread as the black cloud slowly seeps into every corner of your surroundings and wraps you up in a suffocating blanket of dark energy. You could swear you see twisted faces and silent screams from within the darkness. You feel a cold chill running down your spines, and dry sweat covers your trembling bodies. Your very souls are now infected with the cloud.
Okay, my medic is not bleeding out. Holy crap. And then let's hope that me, Lada, can protect our people.
You feel Lada's protective hand upon your shoulders, and it makes the dread of the black mist less terrifying. You also feel that this mist is directed at you, straight from one creature, not like the usual encounter with this dark remnant of the past. Something is not right in Thea, again.
Okay, so only our bandit gained the Curse of Darkness, which will go away if we stay one night in the village. And then everyone else gained a Blessing of Will. So all in all, not a bad outcome. Could have been much worse. We do not have any more movement. There's nothing worth gathering.
You go down to the fields to check if any crops survived this night, and you discover a large molehill on your way. A peculiar-looking mole carrying a small shovel pops up from the hill and exclaims, "Ahoy!" It seems really happy about something.
Hi there.
You know a thing or two about moles, and you know this one is more likely a Kurtachek, a friendly type of field demon. The Kurtachek seems to be staring intensely at your clothes, then looking down at itself, very sad. You seem to remember these spirits have a thing about clothes.
So because we have high enough folklore, we actually get a chance to do this event instead of acting confused. I think we sacrificed one of our light armors. Hopefully it's one of the vine shirts that I make a ton of.
The Kurtachek takes
It
the
was.
offering and clapped its little paws in joy, exclaiming once more, "Ahoy!" It then disappears into the molehill and returns briefly to give you a bundle with presents.
Okay, don't need the bad quality fish bones, but the quartz isn't bad. And the experience is always nice. Which gave us a level. Our medic gained gathering as well. Oh, both of our medics did. Nice. A little bit of strength on some of our warriors means more damage. More health is always nice. All in all, pretty good level. And our village, lots of health. Beautiful. I like it. Okay, let's continue heading home. I think we will call it a night once I get there. Alright, we're finally out of the snow, which means no more limited movement. Just enough movement to make it there. Alright, let's drop off all of our miscellaneous stuff, resupply what we need. And we need more vegetables. We have 12 people now. If I want 50 days worth, that's going to be 600. Correct. And then what gear did we make that might be useful? Let's see, we need one of the roots for our other medic. And I think I'm going to remove the blood pendants from this medic and give them to the other group, because they're more likely to take severe wounds, which means they need the medic skill the most. My best medic is him, which is now at 12. Not bad, not bad. So between the two of them, he will have a 24% chance, and he adds a 5%. So 29 total with the base 70 is a 99% chance to survive, which means unless we get overkilled, we have a 1% chance of dying when we take max damage. Not too shabby. Alright guys, I'm going to call it a night there. It is time to have dinner with my fiance. So, until next time, you've been watching The Mordred, playing Thea the Awakening by Muha Games. Until tomorrow, game on.